Hi everyone, it's Nancy Lynn. Hope you're having a wonderful day. It's rainy here in Florida. I'm working on the second one of the purple journals, putting together the signature pack. I've put some pockets in here, and I've done a few things to some of the ephemera, but I figured I would take you through as I'm going through and doing this. Making little things here and there just to see what we've got going, and I've got a few little items out here. I've got to put some ties on some of the tags. I have a little bit of the lace that I've been using throughout this pack, so that we can tie some, because I do have some of the little ephemeras. These are some little tags. I have already added some lace to this. I added the little my friend on there. There's a little postage stamp, and I've gone around and distressed the edges, and so now all I have to do is add the ties to the little tags. And I have found, I just take a small piece and I fold it and I put through the folded edge through the hole. To me, it's much easier, and it also makes it so that your knot seems to sit better. Excuse me. When I'm going through this. Now you can leave it there and just tie it up here. I always like to tie just a little knot right here and keep my knot down low, just to keep that from coming off of there. And then I'll tie another knot down at this end. And now I have my little tag. And we're going to do that for the other two. Find it, fold it. So I found that if you put that end through, it goes through much easier. And then I am sliding that through, pulling it up. Tying a little knot, and then tying another one. And we've got one more of the small ones. You know what I did here? You see what I did? I put two of them together. So we'll see what we're going to do with that. Put these two in here for now. You gotta laugh at yourself. It's the only thing you can do at this point. One more time. We're just going to put that through. I said I have been busy. I've been working away, but with my camera down, I'm hoping my sister-in-law is doing okay. She went in today to have a brain scan, so she's a strong woman. I know she can do this. Now, I mailed a package out from my house in Florida, and I live in the Panhandle, which is the northern part of Florida, to her, and when I went to the post office, they told me it was going to be 5 days to deliver it. Now, I wouldn't want to, but I could walk there in probably, well, maybe 4 hours. Maybe 5. I would not want to walk it. And where I don't drive, I can't just drive it out to Sears, so I rely on the mail. But I couldn't believe it. That was priority mail going from here to the lower part of Alabama. We're like all almost like one big city. And it's going to take that long. Here's some of the other cards. But hopefully they'll get there, so she will have it. She doesn't watch this, so I can tell you this. She loves black and red, and so hopefully she'll get a picture for me of my quilt that I sent to her. And I did my first crazy quilt. I know, crazy. I had like no time to make it, and but I got it done. I didn't have all the handwork on it that I wanted to put on there, but it was pretty. Red and black is such a good combination when you're working on the crazy quilts, but it takes a little while to learn it because a lot of the fabrics that you use are unconventional, and I had used some silk on there. Oh, it was beautiful, red silk. I bought some napkins that were red silk. Somebody must have had them for like Christmas, and they looked fine, and I washed them and they did fine. But the first second I cut away and I've watched many shows on using silk, and everyone's, they say to put an interfacing, and it would have been so easy to put an interfacing, but I wanted this to be soft and cuddly, and I didn't want it to seem restrained with any type of hardness to it. So I thought, no, I'll just try it without it. But I ended up going over it with a lot of quilting over the top of it and fancy stitches, so that even if it does give a little bit, it's still going to have a good hold, because that was the only fabric of the ones that I used. And if you don't know what a crazy quilt is, they were started back in the late 1800s, early 1900s, for women to show off their embroidery. And if you look at this here, this is a crazy quilt block that I've made. And then you go over and do all kinds of, so the journal covers that I make, a lot of them are crazy quilts, because they are, the block is a crazy quilt. Alright, so now we have these, and I have this big one. I have the windows closed out here in my she shed, so hopefully it's a little bit quieter. I've got the air conditioner on because we've had lots of rain, and just to keep the moisture out of the... Plus we were having some really hot weather. It was nice. My plants are loving all this rain. I love my plants. I'll have to do a little video one day of all my plants around my house. So how is the world treating you guys, and what have y'all been working on? See, my air conditioner just kicked in. I hope you can hear me over the AC. We'll see. Alright, so now we've got some more of these. This was from a pack that it was called a prayer journal, and I'll list it too. There's a couple of things in here from that, but it has the cross and it's a little envelope, and I gotta find something in here. Now this one came with the purple pack, the little envelope, and those two need something in them. And then here is a journal card, another journal card that's a postcard, plenty of room to journal on the back of it. This one's a little another journaling card, some smaller journaling cards. So there's quite a bit I've got ready for this. Now this is a pretty cool one. Look at this. And if you're using these envelopes and you get them, you make sure you cut out these little corners right here, and you push down on the line. Now you can score these. I don't have a score. And you fold it all the way around. All the way, all these little I'm just amazed at most of these digital kits. They are just absolutely gorgeous. This one is by Craft with Sarah, maybe? There's one, G. Kerr. I've used some of her stuff in here. My Porch Prints. But I'll put a listing, and if you don't remind me, holler at me, because they are such beautiful digital prints. So now you've got your little pocket, and all we've got to do is glue it. So I'm going to push this up away. I'm going to use my go-to is Eileen's, but first I want to use a little bit of distress around these. I won't have to do, but I will do the top to make sure. For me, my emphasis, I love these digital prints. But for me, my emphasis is on the covers of my journal. And I heard someone say the other day, oh, well, that's just cheating if you use the digitals. But why not? They're so beautiful. These people put a lot of time and effort into putting these digital kits together. And it just makes it so much easier, you know, and there's something for everybody. So mine have kind of a mixture. I will tea dye paper and do some other things with paper, but I don't like the way that's folding right there, so I'm just going to pinch it in just a little. Alright, now we are going to, this is where a bone folder comes in handy, but I use my scissors, the end of them, help get that crease in there. And now I'm going to use, I don't have a lot of overlap, so I'm just going to put a bead of glue there, and I'll usually do one and hold it for a minute, because to give that tacky glue a chance to. And there is my paper towel. Any excess glue that's there. just going to put a small bead here. Anything excess, remove. Do want to put a little bit here so it looks like it's been opened, and one of these it's working and the other one, this one is a little bit, so we have that. I think I'm going to do a little hole punch so I can do a tie on here, and then we're going to find some of our little ephemera. There's a piece there, and maybe get all three of those in there, and so we've got a nice little envelope there. I can go in there, and that needs a little tie thing on it. Now this is like a little mini journal, and I think what I'm going to do with this is kind of a real eclectic day, guys. I'm just kind of doing whatever I can do, and let's see, that might make a cute little pocket there, but I really want it thicker. I think I'm going to do is I'm going to put this, cut it there. I'll use these. This is, like I said, my printer was not doing exactly what I wanted it to do, and I was trying to print on both sides, but it wasn't cooperating. I'm just going to tear this down a little bit. I like the torn edges. It takes the distress much better. Right, and now we're going to distress the edges. This material, this is just regular copyright paper, and so what I'm going to do is put that there, but I think I'm going to use something to strengthen it up a little bit, and this is just a little piece of purple fabric. If I can tear it. And now I'm just going to take another piece, little cut, and tear it. And now we're going to put this over here. And that will just strengthen that paper up just a little bit. And I am going to use a little bit of fabric tack. Just got these little, it's a little more expensive doing it like this with the 2-ounce bottles, but they just seem like they're a little easier, or at least for me to handle. Alright, so there's my fabric tag. I just love it when it gets all with these strings and you get the little frayed spots. And I'm just going to put that on there. So there's that pocket. But let's see what else we can put on here. And a little strip of paper. It's a little more than I want. I have some words. Laughter, that'll work. Now I know these did come from Kerr. Crafting is happiness. Alright, so we've got that. And we need one other little thing, like maybe a little piece of the lace. And I'm not worried about cutting it to be perfect. That way that'll show through. You can put that there. That'll work. So we're going to use our I'll do this. I spend more of my day lifting things, moving things around, trying to find the thing that I just had in my hands that I know I had it. And I put it right back in the spot, but then I threw lace over the top of it. So it's... Alright, so now we're going to glue. Put that down there. Just going to use this to spread it. And there's laughter. Oh, I had to remember what we were putting this on. Well, it shrunk my pocket up a little bit, but we should be fine. And this is paper, so we should be able to use. And hold it down. Now I may want to do remove any excess glue. And there's our little pocket. I might be able to slip. Oh, maybe not that one. We'll do that one in there. Luckily y'all don't see my mess that's all around me. It is. Okay, now where's my fabric tag? That's one I gotta find because it will ooze all over. There we go. Put the cover back on your fabric tack. I hadn't worked out much out here in the shed for over the winter for probably a good couple of months, and let me tell you what, my fabric tack was like oozed all over the place. It was craziness. I had to get rid of that. That was not a good. Okay, so we got this one, we got a pocket, and I'm gonna use some papers. Let's see what I've got. I've got some tea-dyed paper. And this is a little paperback, and I'm just going to mark it. Excuse my head for a minute if it gets in your way. So I have marked around where I've gone, and I do want to trim off some off the bottom. So now all this is not waste because I'll use little pieces of it here and there. And we got this one piece of Alright. I'm going to put this in the center. Oh. What are we going to do here? I didn't think about that. That's alright. We're going to cut this right down here. Or I can put it in that way. That's what we're going to do. Alright, so now we have this. And this is going to go in here. So you'll have your little package. And I will just take it to the machine, clip it a little bit. I think I want to cut this corner in just a hair. So that it lays better. Alright, so we're going to have that, but now we need to put something on the front. I won't keep y'all while I'm going over to sew. But we need to find, let's see what I have in this. Too big. And that's a possibility. That's a possibility. Get that little girl. Gonna do a tag. Hold on one second, be right back. Okay, I went and got some of the cardstock I have. This is from a pack that has multiple colors. And I think what I'm gonna do, tear it to fit. Around this. See, before I had tore towards me and it gave me that white mark, but if you tear it away from yourself, then it leaves the color and not the white showing. One more side. That. Okay, so far so good. And we might as well go back to our lace because I've used the lace all throughout this. And we need something else, like maybe a word. I'm looking over here through my little, oh, there's a pocket that will fit in here, so we'll put that on the other side. And then I could put the word in there. And put the little notes one on there. I think I like the little one better. I like to trim around the corners to make it not so stuffy stiff. See if we've got any more left on here. Yep. This just helps so you don't see the white cardboard around the edges. Right, there's that. Will that fit in there? Oh yeah. These girls that make these digital packs, I'm telling you. Alright, so we're going to glue this onto here. Have to distress my edges. Some people like it, some people don't. It's up to you. The maker. Alright, let's put that in there. And straighten it out. The excess glue off. Still can slide it just a little. Good. And I think we're going to open this up. This was, I need to do a haul. I got some pretty stuff the other day at, I got to go out. I haven't been out in so long. I go to my guild meeting, not my guild meeting, but my Red Hens, doctors, and that's about it. But I decided to go shopping the other day for groceries, and this was pretty. This was, well, it's $1.25 now. But it's the little flat backs, but they're really tiny. And it's soft, so you can cut it with just your pair of scissors. This one I might have to trim just a little. You know what? I'm going to use my crocodile crocodile to do the hole punching. Hole punch that. And I'm going to go around the edges. Just want it to look a little distressed. I think that I could make a The only thing I want to do is get a little bit of, this is friendship thread. I got this at the big box store. And it was inexpensive, but it had quite a few colors in it, which I was happy about. Sorry, my AC is back on again. I'm gonna have to decide how big this. I do want this just to hang. Alright, let's put this on after we distress it. Now y'all are hollering at me, Nancy, it's right there. I think this is the one that wasn't distressing. That's distressed. Like that. So we're going to glue this on. See how on this side you can see all the white around it? If I had wanted that effect, I could have used that side. But I would rather not. This off at an angle a little bit. So there's that. The next thing we're going to do is put on that'd be cute as a little pocket. Now, I want it as this. Fabric. Go right in that corner. I'm going to use the fabric tack on this. Did I distress it? Yes. The reason I'm using fabric tack is so that it'll stick to this lace. Otherwise, it might. Tacky glue is great. It sticks to just about everything, but there. Hey, I like that. Let's move fabric tack. So it goes across both. And so now we've done on this, we've done a little collage. Oh, we forgot the bling. I'm just gonna take this. I think I want the bling under. Over. I think I like it under, so I'm just going to put a little fabric tack. Now we've got our bling. I think I need to add another piece of bling. Can we ever have enough bling? Yes. Alright, so now we've got that one little bow for right here. So what are we going to use for our bow? Looking through my scraps. Nope, nope, nope. Nope. I'm going to find that purple that I had earlier, and as soon as I find that, I'm going to tie a little bow. And this, I think I'm going to tie it right here. Clip. And then a little bow right there, and I think that'll be really pretty. Now we found, or I found, the little pocket earlier. This is a journaler's nightmare, is having stuff, knowing that you have it, but it gets shuffled. Well, while I'm here, I'll show you. This was another thing I did while I was away from camera for a little bit. I made some pink ones to go on my Ever Hopeful. That's me. It says Friends, and they just have the little paper clip on the back. And I just made a bunch of these, and it would have been a great thing to show you guys, but I think I want some of my purple ones. There's another pink. I made quite a few pink, because I think I've got more pink journals making than purple. Blessed. I'll do the blessed one. But that's not going to hook correctly. I won't do that. This one's got family. See, some of them hook this way, and then others of them come down. I made them in all different directions. This one down, yeah. Put this on the back here so they'll have a paper clip. Sometimes you have to spring these just a little bit to get them to open up enough. Here's our little pocket. And I don't think we're cut off yet. I think we're almost at our time. Got this. Stress to get rid of any of that white paper. Glue this on. One little pocket. Hold it down. These sponges, these little cosmetic sponges, work really well, but you'll see little specks all over the place because as you use them, they're not meant for long use, but they do work. I like much better this. This is my favorite thing to use, but all right, so here we go. So we've got this, and I've shown you the other little clips, and I think this will be it for today. Hopefully you'll leave a comment or any questions. I will sew this in while we're gone, and then this will be a nice little extra little notebook to go inside our second journal. Now this one is going to be purple and silver. The other one was more purple, white, pearly. This one is going to be purple and silver. And then we have this other little piece that I don't want to lose. But I hope you all have a great day. Thank you to all my new subscribers. I wish they gave us a list so you could tell who it is, but a lot of times there's something, if you don't do something, then it doesn't show that you're a subscriber. So we just know that we do have new subscribers, but we don't know who they are. But if you guys leave a comment, then I can see you. But go out, enjoy your day. Paper crafting, I love. I don't know, I think if you liked paper dolls when you were a girl, you would love paper crafting. I can sit for hours and just cut out paper. And I think that's why I like these paper packs so much. Besides the fact that they're just beautiful. But I love cutting. I love cutting paper. It's a sickness, I guess. But have a wonderful day. Happy crafting. And we'll see you next time.